With the Skywalker saga now concluded, what does the announcement of a new Star Wars trilogy mean for the franchise? Does this link with the recently cancelled project of Rey Skywalker movies, even though she isn't a Skywalker? Welcome to the channel, people. My name's Flip, and I'm going to go through the announcement that has hit the internet and created an explosion bigger than the destruction of Alderaan. Yes, so if you enjoy the content, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Since Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi, the franchise has been struggling to meet audiences' expectations, particularly those of core fans. Of course, you can't please everyone. For instance, if I had a choice between Lucas's Star Wars and Disney's Star Wars at this present time, including the way that the storyline is going, plotline, character development, and everything that comes with it, I would pick Lucas's every time. The main reason for this being that Lucas has stated in many interviews that he dislikes how Hollywood was running films and he was more interested in storytelling than making money. Nowadays, Hollywood has shown its political side and left wing idealism in its storytelling and actors with its use of diversity, equality, and inclusion, also known as DEI for short, in its agenda built films. Even though DEI has its aims to include all people, it's being used for the wrong reasons and changing how films rate in the cinema and television series. For example, Disney is well known to push this agenda across through its films, changing storylines, casts, and crew as Star Wars by hiring non-related staff that has directed a Hollywood blockbuster franchise and actors that think Anakin blew up the Death Star.
But if you can't look and see the Anakin blowing up the Death Star,
DEI has even gone beyond the Outer Rim territories, confusing fans by messing with the lore of the franchise. The Acolyte series has been under heavy criticism on this matter as Jedi Mundi's lore has conflicted with the lore from the Skywalker saga that George made. I haven't seen the Acolyte series, and nor am I going to, as from what I have seen from Star Wars creators. I made my judgment there and then. Messing with core on a franchise is the worst thing that you can do to hardcore fans, and such as myself, who has loved Star Wars as a child. It's a heavy insult and also not a good way to develop future projects in this franchise. I have doubts about the series and sequel trilogies. While I can appreciate the visual and impressive set designs, the thrilling lightsaber duels, and detail ship designs, and the stunning environments, I find that the character development does not match these high standards. For instance, considering the character Finn, his potential feels largely untapped, with his narrative lacking clear direction or purpose. Instead of exploring the complex background as a former stormtrooper, his role often seems reduced to calling out being scrutiny to memes or being the subject of a romantic subplot line that never exists. This treatment feels like it disrespects both the character and the talented actor that portrays him. Similar to Kylo Ren's character, while seems oversimplified to his family conflicts, namely his issues with his father and uncle. While these relationships are undoubtedly important, I believe there was room for more exploration of his motives and inner torment. The dynamic between Rey and Kylo Ren stands out as a missed opportunity. Their complex relationship, flaws, and conflicts, yet underlined a deeper connection, had the potential for much richer and profound exploration. I feel that they entwine storyline could have been developed further, delivering deeper into their bond and its broader narrative. In essential, while the sequel trilogy excels in its visual and technology aspects, I find myself wishing for more depth and complexity in its characters and character development and storyline. The potential was there for more satisfying the Star Wars saga, but my opinion wasn't fully recognized. In essential, while the Star Wars trilogy excels in visual and technology aspects, I find myself wishing for more depth and complex in its character development and story wise, but that is just my opinion of it. And basically, he was not recognized during 7, 8, and 9. So, if the new trilogy is to be taken place in the new Jedi Order era, after the rise of the First Order, personally, I would want to think on how the last three episodes impacted fans and say to yourself, right, I don't want to be the next asshole that ruins and destroys the Star Wars franchise in total. What are your thoughts about the new Star Wars trilogy? You agree that the characters in the first equal that featured in Rise of the First Order era lacked visual? Share your opinions and comments down below, and I will see you in the next video, people. Bye bye for now.